host pick, and you're going to love it. That's going to be a great show. Well, we're going to move on. This is, I think, our last item in the show. This is Giannios. And if you love chocolate, but the best of it, and I'm not talking about those of you that go to the drugstore and on the way out you grab some of that chocolate on there. This ain't that. Right. This is delicious. 6 pounds of Giannios chocolate, and each one is individually wrapped, and each one on it will say what you are getting. So if you're getting the pretzel clouds, it'll say so right on there. And inside there's a menu, and you'll be able to see everything you're getting. And like I said, each one it has written in on it on the little paper here the marshmallow, and there's the marshmallow right there, which I know is my daughter's favorite. So good.
These are okay. So let's talk about what you're getting, right? 14 different varieties of chocolate, but not just 14, right? Because we can go to the store and buy a 14 pack that gives us one of each. Right. Here at Giannios, we are giving you 6 pounds, which means you are getting approximately 150 pieces in a beautiful tin. So I'm holding our signature tin right here in this nice gold tin. If mom is a chocolate lover, which I'm going to tell you, if any gentlemen are watching right now, women love chocolate.
If you don't know that by already, you're probably not married.
I'm just going to tell you, women love chocolate, right? Love chocolate. You cannot go wrong with this, okay? So this is the way to go.
I never trust a woman who doesn't like chocolate. I've met one. It's very suspicious.
Happens. It's okay. We'll forgive you. But if you do love chocolate, here's what you're getting. So when I talk about 150 pieces, please watch how much 150 pieces is. This is a humongous bowl that will be over full with chocolate by the time I am done. And now I gotta hold it because look,
Carrie's so tiny, this is like your body weight in chocolate.
Okay. I call this my survival kit, okay?
I'm going camping with that.
Because this hides in my house because I love the fact that, again, it is individually wrapped. So have you ever been through those situations where you weren't quite sure which chocolate was which, and then you bite into it, or you know, and then you put it back with the bite in it? I've done that. And then, or you say, oh, that wasn't the one I wanted. And you know, but here, it's going to stay nice and wrapped and fresh. Also, if you're thinking about getting this as a gift for someone who works in an office, if you're thinking about getting this, you know, for secretaries, if you're thinking about medical, if you're thinking about teachers, any of those sort of things, they need to be wrapped to be in an office setting or a corporate setting.
So or schools.
Or schools.
If you take anything to a school, it has to be wrapped. By the way, my favorite is the French mint. My producer just asked me.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
I'm looking for them.
Let's get into the chocolate.
Let's get into the chocolates. I'm digging already.
So we know we're getting a lot. We know it's an incredible value, but let's talk about the chocolate. Now, if you've been to a confectionery ever, one of my favorite experiences is walking in and just seeing all the chocolate lined up like how we have it here, right? And then you go to the window and you pick which one you want. But the best part is when you get to the chocolate, you then bite into it. So I'm gonna pretend that we have bitten into this, but instead I'm gonna pop into it. The reason, this is our...
I actually heard that pop.
You heard it. Pop. This is our dark chocolate marshmallow, and I want you to notice a couple things. Number one, I want you to realize how coated this is, so it's nicely coated. But the marshmallow is not sticky. I could put my hand on it, and it doesn't get stuck on my fingers or anything. It's an adult marshmallow, and the reason why I call it adult marshmallow, I don't like things that are overly sweet, where it's competing with the chocolate. And they're made homemade marshmallows. Homemade marshmallows. All the highest ingredients. The most important ingredient at Giannios is quality. This is a company that's been around since 1910 with family traditions and family recipes. The most important thing they want to give you is the highest quality chocolate. So all the ingredients are coming from the top sources, the best places, and then they're going to take their time to make sure things like this dark chocolate marshmallow is the most exciting experience of your day. Now moving on, that's just one. We have 14. Let's talk about sea salt caramels, which is a milk chocolate with the sea salt on top. When I break into this, what I love about the caramel, again, homemade inside the Giannios factory, is that the caramel is actually this dark mahogany. You may not see caramel like this color all the time because a lot of times it's just so riddled with just the not highest quality caramel that it kind of is that lighter color. You want this dark mahogany. This is gonna give it that flavor intensity that you're looking for, and that's what we always end up paying more money for at those confectionaries. And I've paid $1.50, $2 or more for some of the types of chocolates that you're getting here. So let's talk haystacks. This has coconut inside of milk chocolate. So if you're a coconut lover, you see all those little specks? That's all the toasted coconut that's throughout there. So then we're gonna go down, and just so like in case, I mean it's already written on the wrapper, but I want you to see this as well.
Yeah.
That coming along inside has all the descriptions of all the chocolates. So whether it's for yourself or someone else, they're going to be able to look in here and say, oh, good, I want to try the double dark, you know, silk, because this one has got the smooth, velvety, dark center that melts away in your mouth.
Right,
oh my gosh,
and
yes,
especially
please. That
way you don't have to, you know, bite into one that isn't your favorite. You can sort of mix and match and trade. Which one on here is the French vanilla?
Oh, French vanilla?
I'm like looking. I didn't
Wait,
see
hold
it.
on. I don't know. We might not have it up here. It might be down here. So I'm looking for French vanilla for you. That is, well, that's the dark chocolate.
I think, is it this one?
Yes, that might be it. That's mint. You want the mint, right?
Yes, the mint. Yeah, French.
Yes,
That's
okay.
what I meant. French mint.
Like,
yes. I'm like, what did I say? I might have said something else, but the French mint is my favorite. And, you know, I'm going to tell you something else. When you buy an assorted box of chocolate and one of them is mint, you can't put a mint in with other chocolates because the mint will infuse in the other chocolates. You have to buy it separately in a separate bag.
Correct.
But these are each individually wrapped. I know that because mint is always my favorite.
Yeah.
And then in this configuration, everyone is individually wrapped. And there it is. And actually, I can leave that decorated because I see one over here because it says French mint on it.
Yeah,
so go
there
ahead.
you go.
I'm
So
going to
say
jump
it says
in.
French mint so that you know.
So I know exactly what it is. I'm going to open one up.
So this is our dark cherry. Okay, so you're actually going to have, and now what I love about this is you're not having the cherry cream. You're not having this overly sweet experience. Once again, we're having real cherries used in there to give you that experience. Let's go down to our this one. Okay, here we go. Peppermint. So if you are a peppermint and dark chocolate lover, this is 100% peppermint oil inside. We've got our dark chocolate covering it, okay? And this is nice and soft once you get inside. I'm a peppermint lover, so for me, this is always one I go to. I'm also a dark chocolate lover, so you'll love the double dark silk, which inside of here is it's almost like a truffle kind of inside almost. So it's got that softer velvety dark chocolate inside, but you got dark chocolate outside with dark chocolate inside. Pretzel clouds are going to have your white chocolate, and it's going to have your pretzels broken. These are broken up real pretzels, and they actually put them in with the chocolate right away. Like, they don't just pour the chocolate on top of it. They actually let it go into the chocolate so it completely gets enrobed. And so this is a great white chocolate deviation that we have in there. So a little bit of that. Peanut butter. My husband is the biggest peanut butter lover. So this is a milk chocolate with peanut butter. This is unlike that cup that you buy on the line at the store. This is like loaded with a delicious, this is a dark roasted peanuts that we use actually from Georgia. So we're actually getting that dark roasted, which is important. By the way,
I was waving to Tamara, who came in here, who I believed enjoys chocolates. And she was like, I want some of those. Yeah, she came in. I want to also mention, this is a customer pick. And this is beyond a customer pick because I believe, is it 4.9 stars? It's, I mean, you can see the stars going, it's about 4.8, 4.9 out of 5 stars. Almost a perfect 5-star customer pick. And 219 perfect 5-star reviews. It's 4.8 out of 5 stars. This is a big, big customer pick. $16.65 to get home. Can we not say that this is 6 pounds? I mean, 6 pounds. And
it's heavy.
And I have gotten these before and loved it. And I will tell you that they last a long time.
Weightlifting over here.
Yeah, and you have one at a time, one little treat.
Exactly. Well, the reason why I call it my survival kit is because, again, they're separately wrapped. And so for that reason, this just stays in my hiding spot, and when I just need a piece of chocolate,
and you do.
it is there. Okay, and again, it keeps you on track. You know, I mean, I know we're talking about chocolate, but you know, we don't want to go crazy and like eat an entire like 3 chocolate bars. So being able to have it like this kind of just gives you that little control.
And they're very satisfying because they're so rich and delicious.
Yeah.
So when you have one piece of chocolate, it really feels like you've eaten something. Now, how long will this stay fresh?
So, you know, again, because they're individually wrapped, you're talking months on end, and so, you know, where you keep it is also important, you know, so make sure you don't keep it in a place where they'll melt, you know, keep them in a nice cool environment. You can keep them in the fridge if you like, you know, so it's up to you. But again, I want to show you how much 150 candies is, because that's what you're getting in here with this. So it's not even just like we're giving you 20 pieces or 30 pieces, which there was a particular chocolate brand before this that I used to buy, and I would get, I think it was about 10 pieces in a little container, $9 at the store, and they were okay. You know, again, This, if you were to buy it separately, even if you went to a confectionery and say spent $1 for each piece, you're talking about 150 pieces, it's like $150. So start to think about the understanding that this is an incredible value, but it's, you know, and I don't want anyone to think, well, because it's such a good value, is it a good chocolate? Because, you know, I think that way. I'm a human being. I think, well, what... Yes, when you can clock into this, okay, and I want you to understand the size. Look how big this is. Now, when we were just talking about...
Almost as big as your head, Carrie.
When I know... You can put it next to my head. Oh, okay. I can wear these as earrings. Okay, so, but you know, I want you to understand, this is like a couple bites. So if you're like...